Yeah, so welcome to possibly a new life simulation game. This is the demo for InZOI. So it's not going to be the actual game, it is more like the I suppose what you could call like the Sims 3 Create a Pet demo, the Sims 4 Create a Sim demo. Kind of just what like EA has done to promote the Sims whenever there used to be a release. Yes, used to be, because The Sims 4 has been the current Sims game, god damn it, for over a decade. And it has shown its age so much. Having something new, after pretty much having something that would be teased and then kind of taken away, for probably the past 5 years, this is refreshing to a certain degree. Now, I do have some problems that I am going to address with this, because this is a first impressions, and there are things I want to talk about with that. Fine. What you kind of have to know about this game is that this is, I guess, supposed to be a competitor for The Sims 4 that makes use of Unreal Engine 5, hence why everything is ray-traced and there's kind of like a weird cloth texture over everything, because that's just what ray tracing looks like. And yeah, on one hand, I've already seen a little bit of gameplay with this. So on one hand, I'm already intrigued because this is a actual real result of a thing that is supposed to compete with The Sims 4. What I mean by that is that for the longest time, there's been things that will come up, they're like, oh yeah, this is going to be the new Sims killer. And then it just went away. Paradox did one not too long ago. It was going to be called, I think, Life by You, and then I guess it got canned. Paralives is still a game that I think is in development, but yeah, and then there was, I think, one other thing. But here's the thing, The Sims 4... in the Sims franchise, usually every 5 years you had like a new game that would come out. So like Sims 1 came out in 2000, Sims 2 came out in 2004, Sims 3 2009, Sims 4 2014. And for a little while you had also this thing that was called Project Renee that is still a thing, I guess, but it's not going to be The Sims 5. And I don't know if this is EA being like, oh yeah, we are making The Sims 5, but we aren't going to tell you it's a Sims 5. I'm pretty sure it really is just them being like, look, The Sims 4 is making us a fuck ton of money. We aren't going to even try anymore. Like they even tried with The Sims 4. Oh yeah, that's a little bit of a spoiler for my maybe video on The Sims. What I did with SimCity. We're going to start with the build studio. I know that I probably should start with the creative sim. You can see how ubiquitous the terminology of The Sims is when it comes to life simulator genre, because they're really... this is like generic shit where it's just talk about controls and how to move around. Yeah, you can really tell how ubiquitous the Sims is to life simulators. You can really tell when the terms that I'm using... what is this? Install? What, does this have to download shit? That's interesting. They have floor tiles for the ground. So if I use a bunch of Sims terminology, that is exactly why, because there really has not been a Sims competitor that is actually tackling single-player life simulator. Because I know people will be like, oh, well, you could do this in Gary's mod. You could do this in, like, Second Life. Yeah, but that's an MMO. And Gary's mod isn't really, like, what I'm talking about. And what I'm referring to with that is, I guess, like, you could kind of do The Sims, I guess, through RP. But that's roleplay. That's not The Sims. And yeah, The Sims has some roleplay elements, but it's not, you know, The Sims gameplay like you've been seeing me do with the Sims 1 series. Yeah, so you can get like presets for shit, I guess, that just exist. We have this, which kind of want to take a look at, because this is a multi-story building. This kind of implies, I guess, that they would be, how do I go up a floor? Yeah. This kind of implies that this would be already introducing apartment blocks. Okay, here's a question. Where the hell are the stairs? Where's the stairs? Why do they have a preset in this game that doesn't even have stairs in it? Are there no stairs in this? There is no fucking way that they don't have stairs. Yeah, they do. Okay, so that's interesting. You can... Yeah, so unlike The Sims, I guess you can just skip floors for stairs. Good. Alright. Yeah, I'll keep that there. But I do want to put stairs, like... I guess here? Jesus. Is that really how small the grid is? Wow. If that's the case, they really need to have, like, a snap-to-grid thing. Because otherwise, this is going to be atrocious to deal with. Yeah, like this. What's that? Why is it freaking out like that? Now, okay. Why did it allow me to put the stairs like that? Like, oh yeah, just walk into the wall. Maybe the AI is intelligent enough where it'll just, like, walk over here. Maybe it's kind of like, okay, you know how in Minecraft, I at least do this where I'll design the stairs like this in order to share, like, save space. Maybe that's what's going on here? I don't know. Like, no joke, Minecraft is probably the closest thing that has kind of come to, like, toppling at least the building of The Sims. Because that's just how little shit actually has been made to compete with The Sims. And I'm not entirely sure why, other than just The Sims is such a big franchise, and it's such a complicated game as well that, you know, to be like, I am going to make the thing that will kill The Sims, and everyone will play my game. I mean, that's fucking ambitious. You're directly competing with, you know, EA at that point. So, here's the problem with this demo. I don't see a live mode. So, we don't actually have a way of testing this to make sure that... Like, we can only assume that this sim is going to be able to sleep in this bed. Okay? And I'm treating it like this because when you play The Sims 4 and you enable move objects on and testing cheats and all that, okay? And you make something that the AI doesn't know how to get to because, say, this plant is too much in the middle of this path. Well, obviously, as a human, you know, like, oh yeah, I can just go around. But The Sims like, rah, rah, rah. You see what I mean? So, because of that, I at least find myself with The Sims often having to design the houses around sim logic, around the logic of the game itself, and not necessarily around what I think looks good. So that's the thing that I really want to know that you can't figure out in this demo, it looks like, is, does the form invade on the function? Because if I make something that looks pretty and looks exactly like how I want my tiny ass thing to look, like, how do I go back? How do I get just a wall? And you have this weird way of measuring the walls where it's presets? I don't get that. But let's just make a fucking 5-meter wall like this. So I'm going to give myself this tiny as hell room. Alright. Furniture. Yeah, so I'm going to put a little bed. Actually, I'm going to put, yeah, that bed there. They don't have bunk beds. Okay, I'm going to put a clothes hanger there. And then I'm also going to shove this. I mean, you can just hold on Alt and it basically gives you, like, move objects on. So that's cool. Can I stack this stuff? Okay, we need a mirror. So if I put this here. Okay. Like if I make a room like this, is any of this stuff going to be functional? Is there going, like, if I put a sim in here, are they going to be able to get to that bookcase, or are they going to yell because this mirror is in the way? Because I think in like Sims 3, that could be an issue right there. In Sims 4, it's so glitchy that I'm not even too sure. And then, because I am trying to, like, maximize the space here, let me get myself a desk. And if I get myself a chair... See? So, is the sim going to be able to push that chair in and then grab a sweater off of this? Oh, no. Samsung OLED, really? We already have product placement in this game? Bruh, come on. You aren't even... You aren't even out yet, and you're already trying to do this. Isn't there a way of customizing this? That was something I saw in the video. Craft. Custom furniture. Oh boy, okay. So all we have at the moment are custom computer chairs, desks, floor lamps, and a custom computer. But all you get is... Damn. You see, I was really wanting to customize this computer, because, I mean, look at this. Must be placed on a computer desk. Ah, that sucks. I want to throw it in the corner, because that is what you do with these computers. You throw them in the corner, and then you leave all this space for, like, documents and shit. What is this? Edit appearance. No swappable meshes available. Okay, what about color and material? Oh yeah, I can make the thing... I can make the thing a different color. Let's make it purple. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. And, that's about it. Okay. Yeah. Let's try editing the appearance of this chair. So, the seat... I want it to be pink. My texture. Oh boy. Yeah, so... This game uses AI. And we can generate an AI texture. So I assume this will go back to the company's servers. And unless there's like a model that is now running locally on my computer that I wasn't aware of, but... Yeah. What can I talk about with this? Can I talk about the ethics of AI? Could I talk about the issues of if you wanted to play this game offline? Could I talk about what would happen if the company went bankrupt, if the servers go down, how now there's a whole feature of your game that you can't use anymore? Again, unless there's like a generative AI model that's now on my computer. There's a lot of things. Hatsune Miku. You know what? It's just going to be Hatsune Miku. This may take some time. You know what? Let's see. Is this going to do something on my computer? There wasn't a before or after, but there is definitely video encoding going on, because, you know, that's my computer recording a video. Yeah, so that didn't do anything. That is a wonderful result for Hatsune Miku. I guess we'll save that and apply that. Wow. That's... That looks like if you took a texture out of some early 2000s game that is clearly a 64 by 64 texture that was meant to be, I don't know, the reflection of some building in another building's glass. You know what I'm talking about with that. And then they just like upscaled it. Wow. Let's try that again. 70s vintage. Alright. So I'm pretty sure that 3D, yeah, that 3D is only going up because it is going in and out of the 3D world. Yeah, okay. So it's definitely not doing anything on my computer. So if the server goes down, then you're fucked. That's kind of just what it comes down to, isn't it? Yeah. Now, I know that someone is going to say, well, why does it matter if it goes down? At least you got the fun out of the game. Well, what if I want to play this game used later? You know, I can play The Sims pretty much unimpeded. Except for a couple of things. But I can play The Sims, and I've been able to play The Sims on a Windows 10 computer like 25 years after it came out. And I can do it even more so now because there is a version of The Sims that is available on Steam. Same for The Sims 2. I can have about exactly the same experience as I had with those games. And I can do the same with The Sims 3 because I still have the DVDs for those. I have my DVDs of the expansion packs, of the base game, all that. And if I wanted to, I can image all those over on that file server that I'm pointing at that you can't see, copy those over to my main computer, and then load it up in a DVD drive on this VM, and here we go. Playing The Sims 3. Okay, you do get some ray-traced reflections, though. That's kind of cool, at least. Yeah. I am going to talk about this because the game is in development, and this is just a future that we can go ahead and talk about because we've already seen this happen with video games. Alright, so here we have a Stratocaster. Right, is that yeah, that is definitely a Stratocaster. So let's add the appearance. So, what I will do is I will give credit to this game for doing creative style. Okay? Because The Sims 4 doesn't have this, but The Sims 3 did. And The Sims 3 allowed you to do some wild shit. So, as an example, even though you have it limited to these like Blender spheres, like, okay, you want tile on... I don't know what that actually changed. What did that change? Reset. Oh, is it modifying the guitar stand? What is going on here? Are you really telling me that I can't modify the fucking guitar? What kind of bullshit is that? Okay, yeah, you can't modify the guitar. What? Why would I want to be able to modify the, like, stupid stand? No, I want... Yeah, okay, I thought you could modify textures. I guess it's very selective. Yeah, what? You modify that, you can't... Like, am I insane Tell me, am I insane for wanting to change the color of a pink guitar to something else? I gotta know, can we change the... We can change the color of the piano. Okay, maybe they just forgot. That's possible. Alright. We can make it red, we can make it that, or we can make it, quote-unquote, Miku. Yeah, this was like the fun thing with The Sims 3 that you could do, even though there was no purpose to it, but you could really be ridiculous about it. If I remember where this footage is, like, I'll flash it on screen right now. This was even footage that I used in my Sim City video to show The Sims 3, where I created a world, or I had like a save file where I just loaded in some bullshit textures. Like, I think MC Ride, I had his face plastered all over the wallpaper of a kitchen or something like that, or he was the countertop. Yeah, there was a bunch of shit that I did with that, because it was like, oh, it's something I can do in the game. And I like to do weird shit like that when trying to show off what you can do in a game. Just because if you can do that, then you can do so much. You know what I mean? Alright, well, apparently we have a car. We only have the one car, but we have a car no less. What is this texture? There's a weird texture on the inside of this. It's like a back... Like, those look like the dials that are supposed to be on a car. That's weird. Yeah, so we have Mike Wazowski's car. Okay, so let's, I don't know, 90s, 9-inch nails, music video, closer, gross texture. I want to know, if, like, what's the filter on this? Yeah, sure. That's exactly what I was looking for. Like how it has the same zebra look that this... What? I mean, now it actually does kind of look like Mike Wazowski's car. Right, okay. Gloss, spectral reflection. Oh, let's make it super metallic. Looks like it rusted. What's the pattern scale? Oh my. It's... Yes. Okay, let's get into photo mode for a second. We need... How do I guess E? Oh wait, I can play. Yeah, but nothing's happening. Features under development. Facial capture, camera options, screen ratio. Yeah, that's the perfect size I need for a thumbnail. Yeah, so there's the thumbnail for the video, I guess. I don't know. In my opinion, this, so far from what I've seen, this is about as good as what The Sims 4 can do, so that's at least promising. Why is there a caution sign there? What, is this... I don't know, whatever. Yeah, this is about as good as The Sims 4. Which isn't entirely... Like, that sounds like a bit of a backhanded compliment, because The Sims 4 wasn't as good as The Sims 3 was. But it did kind of have a little bit more indie build and buy modes. So, And technically, I guess this game is better than The Sims 4 because you actually have create a style. So EA, get on that. Like, fucking make a Sims 5 already. We should be on the Sims 6 by now, but instead we need the 18 millionth fucking expansion pack and the 20 billionth stuff pack. Okay, well, we have a thing called 3D printer. AI photo upload guidelines. So, I guess this is going to be... Maybe this is local, I don't know. Because now it's saying, running other programs that use the GPU simultaneously may cause the game to terminate unexpectedly. So, you can upload an image to convert it into a 3D object. Okay, so I've already prepared some images for this. So here is this. Yeah, okay, so I guess this one does seem to be offline. Yeah, because you can see a spike in the CPU. Alright, so maybe the word prompt one, because it didn't look like the word prompt one did anything. But it looks like this one is running locally, so I guess that's at least something. Oh my god, why is it so slow to zoom in? So, it's not accurate. It's okay from one angle, but it's not the most accurate thing, but I think this is, in its AI jank, is, honoring the original very well. My god. Rotate the image so it stands upright. Yeah, about that. Onto the desk. Okay, so there is kind of a calibration, I guess. Unfortunately, you can't reset it to 0. Okay, what is it? Z that I have to do? Yeah. Name. Did I? No, yeah, I think I spelled it right. Alright, so we can... Please tell me we can scale this up. Hang on, guys. Wait a minute. Oh. Ah, fuck off with the collisions. Oh, we're almost there. Oh my god. Alright, so, clearly it has royally fucked up because it has cut off all of her hair and given her something. What's even going... This is so sad that I'm not even... Yeah, no, I'm not even going to use that one. Alright, so I'm feeding it some, like, fan art. I'll put the name of the artist on screen and the picture of the image. So it's Elster from Signalis. I'm just curious what the hell it would do. Just fucking melted on the back. It looks like a melted candle. We got Elster. But like half of her. What? Oh no, she's completely floating. Yeah, what in the world? It's like it added in extra polygons for no reason. Like, what? And it looks like it's melting everything that I've imported. Because even Jono over here, Jono looks like he has a fucking face in the back of his head. Look at that, like eye, mouth. She looks so unfazed. Can I rotate you away, that way you don't have to see the scene over here? Elster up here, but then... Can I, Oh, that's too much? What do you mean? Oh, okay, so we can do that. How... Like... So, The Sims The Sims 4 had a way we could scale the thing up by just using square brackets. Looks even worse. I thought it would just completely break, but the game did try. The game did try to... The game, like, I threw... What in the world? I threw some random artwork of Elster. And the game tried. Alright, well, good to know that I guess the AI model can kinda sometimes handle anime art, kind of. I mean, Meeker got a haircut, and that is just unforgivable. Alright, yeah, that... Again, my biggest question is going to be if the AI of the Sims, or the Zois, I guess, if it's going to be able to handle moving stuff, because the biggest issue with AI generation is it's very flashy, but then it doesn't work. So as an example, those, like, statues, what are you supposed to do with them? Right? Like, is it just for you to make statues and it basically functions as a statue does in The Sims, where the Sim just looks at it and that's it? It didn't have, and I didn't see this with any of the other objects, but it didn't have, say, like, the room quality that an object would have from The Sims. It didn't have, like, the gameplay elements for that. It just seemed like stuff. And as well, it defaulted to what was 100 of the currency, even though you can then make the thing bigger. So because of that, this is when games like this, and The Sims 4 kind of had this as well, especially with the scaling thing, but this is where the game borders on, is it just a design program, so money isn't really a problem, or is it supposed to actually be a life simulator where money does matter, and being able to, you need to have $100,000 to build a giant-ass statue of Elster from Signalis. You get what I'm saying? Where it's these kind of things that sort of break down the game a little bit, and especially if you were to use it with other things, well, like the textures. I don't know. There's just different things where if you do even if you just do like AI stuff, it's either going to be really limited and is kind of or if it ends up filling a much bigger role in your game, i.e. AI home design, well, is the, like, Sims going to be able to navigate? Is it going to make a room that the Sims can navigate? Yeah. Okay, well, let's go ahead and look at the Sims themselves. So, yeah, welcome to Create a Sim, or Create a Zoi. So this is CAS mode. And here you have AI presets. You also have the option for facial capture, where you need a mobile device to be connected to your computer. And it only works with iOS. Huh. And I'm not going to do this. I don't know why it doesn't just let you upload an image. Actually, I do, because iPhones in particular have, like, some stuff with, like, recognizing depth. Oh, I've just noticed that my microphone has completely moved. Alright, so you can apparently use an image, you can use motion capture. Photo mode is just that. And you have expressions. Yeah. And you have filters that do that. And you can upload to Canvas. Alright, so you have presets. Just do it. You got presets. Yeah, they're presets, alright. Can you randomize? Changes cannot be made after creation. Doesn't look like it, really. So, yeah. Child, you have a big-ass head. Teenager, yep, that looks like a teenager. Young adult, yep, that looks like a young adult. Adult. Middle-aged, okay. Hey, you know what? I appreciate that. Having middle-aged and then senior. Yeah, that makes sense to have a new life stage like that. Even though it is basically just adult plus at that point, but whatever. Let's look at the faces. You have a lot of presets, but it does appear as if you can change things, like, yeah, you can raise the eyelids, you can, like, morph the eye, I guess. Ooh, that's weird. A little bit too extreme on that. There was a thing I saw where you had asymmetric mode, and I want to figure out how to unlock that. Oh, symmetry mode. Yeah, so you have asymmetric face manipulation, which I can respect. I don't think I would ever use it, but I think it is a pretty interesting thing to have because it allows you a little bit more control on realism, and B, the potential to, like, more accurately depict someone. You know, not everything is, like, symmetrical. Especially if, I don't know, like, you're trying to depict someone who they got into an accident, so, like, their jaw is a little bit fucked up. You know? Shit like that happens in life. So it's cool to have that. And I do imagine that there would be people that will make use of it. Even if I'm not the one that will. Alright. Yep, those are hairstyles, alright. You have preset colors. Yeah, okay, so you really have about the same level as The Sims 3. When it comes to, like, hair customization. Because, believe it or not, in The Sims 4, they got rid of this. So, you know, another example of just EA doing what the fuck. We can add a beard as well. That is definitely a beard. Yeah, let's do, I don't know, orange. That's not orange. Yeah, orange. Cool. Can we... Right. Okay. Let's reset. So, I'm gonna be honest. I am not really a big fan of this style. AKA photorealism, essentially. I've always kind of liked that The Sims went for a little bit more of a cartoony style. I think The Sims 4 could be a little bit more cartoonier, or a slightly different style, because I'm not as big of a fan of that as, say, like, The Sims 2, kind of. Sims 3 went somewhat realistic, like, sort of in that direction, but yeah, I do prefer the cartoony look for life simulator games, because here's the inevitability that I just need to... I need to rip the band-aid off of this. People are going to be making Zois and drowning them by removing the swimming pool ladder. No, that's just how it works. Just like my mic stand, deciding that it's going to keep falling. Facial characteristics. Okay, so here we go. We can add a mole, yeah. Characteristics, brow crease. Eye bags. Cheeks, what? What does this do? It, like, thins it out some. Jawline. What does this do? I'm not seeing what this does. How do I give this guy, like, the most ridiculous jaw ever? Like this. What's this? It's kinda cartoony, like a little bit, but okay. Skin glow, what does this do? Just covers the skin in Vaseline, alright. And you can put stores in... What the fuck, man? Why is this a feature? You're going for this photorealistic look, and then you just have eyes that look like this. I need a wonderful thumbnail out of this. You see, I don't even know what this is supposed to be implying. Because with how reflective this guy's face is, this could be adding just more reflective stuff on it. Yeah, like this. Yeah, there we go. Fuck it. Let's open up Studio for a second. We are gonna make today's thumbnail right now. How do I? Yeah, here we go. Here's the thumbnail. Cool. Alright, body. So we have presets. We have body shape. Obviously, we gotta make him jacked. Alright. The biggest shoulders possible, biggest biceps. We can't do anything to the triceps. Can we make this guy look like fucking like a Baki character, or... Yeah. What about the back? Yeah, we can make the hands massive. He only does leg day. Oh, come on, there's no dick slider? You serious? It's 2025 and there's no dick slider. What the hell? Alright, so now we can make an outfit. I don't know what Clo and MD is. What is this? Heavy. Alright. Can we take all of this out? Remove. Okay, yeah, so you got layers. Cool. Alright, so that's pants. Let's start at top. So do these filter downs like tank tops? Okay, yeah, so these are filters. We can use a My texture, so we'll use the Miku texture for that one. Can we add a shirt? No. But, okay. I was seeing something where you could kind of mix and match these. What the fuck? I didn't even click there. Okay, you're going to have a black, whatever that is. There was, I thought, a way of, like, redoing shirts, though, where you could, like, cut off the sleeves and replace them. I guess that's not a thing. Okay, well. Outerwear. This, oh yeah, we definitely need this. What the hell is going on here? Nah, it hides too much of it. It makes him look, like, kind of fat. Nah, we need to show off the, like, peak male physique right now. Zip-ups? No. A bubble jacket will definitely do it. Yeah, probably not. Dang. I wonder if they are scarves. Because that would work. What would be the... Oh, yeah. There we go. Hell yeah. Accessories. Just some fucking normal-ass socks. What is this? Those like baggy pants. Is that what's going on there? Okay, yeah, we'll do that. And those... Green. Oh, hell yeah. That is a fashion statement right there. And combat boots. Combat boots that are also like seafoam green. Hold up. Yeah, seafoam green combat boots. Why would you leave underwear to the very end? Because now, like, we can see everything. Wait a minute. Aha! Okay, so, what, like... I just... Yeah, okay. Cool. I like this. I like this feature. Got the Photoshop layers. Okay, accessories. Well, hold on. Is this... Oh. So I'm guessing this is normal, day and night, formal, sleepwear. Okay, but it doesn't look like the clothes actually change all that much. Or maybe they do. I'm actually not sure. Hold on. For swimwear. Oh, please tell me there are no restrictions on the swimwear. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. That is perfect for swimming in the pool. Alright. Accessories. Oh, you can really zoom in. You can really get a good view of that chin. Alright, here, have this hat. Does that deform the hair? I guess it kinda does. Eyewear. Nah. Necklaces, though. What? Seriously? Okay. Sure. Earrings. Just have a bow on top. Nails. Wristwear. What is this? Is that just, like, part of a sock? What is that? Rings. Sure. Wait. But you can't specify the hand just yet. Unless that's... Yeah. You can't specify the hand. Yeah, it's still definitely a work in progress. Like, in The Sims 4, it's still not... Like, in The Sims 4, it's still not as great as just being able to be like, oh yeah, this goes on left hand. Like, it, for some reason, is two different items. But that should be something I imagine that you could get to work just fine, and it would be pretty straightforward in Unreal 5. Is that all? Is that really all that we have right now? Craft. Ah, okay, so this is where you could craft the shorts. Okay. Because that... Yeah, this is what I was interested in. Looks like we're about to go painting. Looks like it's pretty limited, though. It's stuck to, one short preset, kind of. It then has, like, other parts that get attached to it. It's still an interesting beginning, though. Because you can see how, like, the top half here of this shirt is the same. But then the bottom part changes. You can kind of just see what stays the same based off of this. And I mean, honestly, again, just as a start, this is this is interesting because they could totally develop this further and it would have a lot more power behind it. Alright, what about pants? What is this? Inseam. Wow, I'm so glad that we can see that because the shirt is definitely not covering that up. How short? Huh, okay. And then you can make a skirt that has... I mean, what was I expecting? You might as well just have that as like a slider for how long you want that to be. Necklaces. Watches. Change the face of the watch, the shape. Huh, okay. Yeah, I mean, again, these are interesting ideas, and I'm not a fan, okay? I'm not a fan of this. I just hope that if this is going to be I hope that this is something that actually gets developed further into something, because this is promising, but this also could very much just be the end of the road when it comes to being able to make your own watch. Like, oh yeah, it is just this, and that's it. And the reality is, as well, is that if you're also then going to try and do this with every other aspect of the game, you're going to have a rough time making the game. Because there's just so much already here that then it almost becomes exponential with the amount of things that will get added, but then it's like, oh, well, then we also need to make it where the player can still customize it. Oh, but we also need to make sure that it works in the game, that actually serves a function. Like, let's say your sim actually does check their wrist to look at the time. Okay, well, we gotta make sure that the watch actually does something for that, and it's not just gonna be a weird glitch. Oh, that's it. Okay, so we just create dude. Let's create woman. Alright, so now I'm actually going to talk a little bit about something that I had noticed but didn't say anything about while we do this. Let's see if the presets are any different. So, one thing that is slightly disappointing, only because The Sims already has, like, addressed this. And they could still, like, the thing with The Sims is that they could still go a little bit further in doing this, but the game has locked gender and sex very clearly. But interestingly, they don't lock any of the clothing down. So, unlike, say, The Sims 3, where in Sims 3, if you made a female sim, they were only that. And their clothing options were only the female clothing options in the game. Whereas in The Sims 4, I think even at launch, they unlocked the clothing, so you could give a female sim all the male clothing in the world. And then, over time, in more recent updates, like in the past few years, EA has added in the option to actually define, in certain ways, like, aspects of your sim's gender. Where the male and female is really just like a mesh model for the game to work off of, if that's what you want it to be. Which I think is a great idea. I think that with what they had with the Sims 4 engine and with the limitations that it has, I think that is probably the best way of going about it without having to do a full engine rewrite. And on top of that, I think it's probably the most approachable and is a decent, I suppose, compromise between just, like, getting rid of gender entirely in the game and then trying to, like, make it where your Sims fit on a spectrum. And then just not even having that as an option. What they've done so far with that, I think, is pretty decent. And it feels almost like that is what this game is trying to do, kind of, but yeah, because, like, as you saw, we were able to, as you saw with that previous Zoi, we had access to, like, all the women's clothing in the game, or at least in the demo, and very obviously we were able to make use of it. So, yeah, let's, because it doesn't look like, because even in The Sims 3 you had, like, gendered hairstyles. But, like, I'm pretty sure this is the same hairstyle, or maybe it was this one. One of these is the same hairstyle as the, sim that we just made. We'll go with this one. This isn't really that long. Is this longer? I guess it is. Yeah, this one's better. Yeah, so, like, look. There you go. See? So back in The Sims 3, like, all of this would have been locked behind the, really the sex option. And on the surface, again, it's almost like they do that with this. But, yeah. Then you kind of go into it and it's not entirely like that. Alright. What can we do? What does this... Yeah, it just does that. Oh, we can add freckles. Hell yeah. What about scars? Band-aids, I guess. Okay. Face paint. Is that supposed to be, like, a way of saying tattoos? Because this is some elaborate... No, I guess it is face paint, huh? Eyes. Still can't get over the star, man. And also, this music is very... like, Sims 2 and Sims 4 inspired. Like, I swear, I should hear some sim noises right now. I want you to be buff. Yeah. What does this do? Do we have this before? I guess not. Is this... Jesus. Yeah, that's too big. Is it? Oh my. You make the heads fucking massive. Let's look at some of these presets. Yeah, apply it, I don't care. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Actually, we'll start with this. So... I want to see... Can we make a new texture in here? Alright, we can. How about... You know, that should be a thing, though. Like, change the text that's on... Like, I want to change that. Like, I want this very obviously LA Lakers jersey to say Lakers instead of Bayside on it, but... Whatever. Let's use the Tesco meal deal texture. Alright, can we change the textures? Yes! Tesco meal deal. So, okay, here's a question. Do they already have university? Because it would be very redundant for the young adult to have a school outfit when they're obviously not going to school anymore, unless there is university in the Zoi world. Can I change the... I can change the texture of the hat. Oh, I can load the texture. Hold up. Yes. Oh, gloss. Horizontal position. Vertical position. Okay, that's just the texture. Pattern scale. wait. What if we zoom all the way in? Yeah. That's the perfect thumbnail. Alright, so here's the deal. It is really early and really difficult to tell what the direction of this game is actually going to be and what will really happen with what we're seeing. The framework so far is interesting. There are things that it's trying to do that I am a fan of, but then there's also plenty of things that I definitely disagree with. Namely, just the emphasis of AI for some of this stuff. Because that tells me that it's not going to just stop at AI textures. It's not just going to stop at the, like, modeling thing that is kind of janky when it comes to, like, importing images. Now, it's a little shocking how decent it can make something look, but you just aren't really going to beat custom content. And I think that's also going to be the other problem as well, is this game has a very specific art style to it that is going to be a pain in the fucking ass, I feel, for people to try to replicate with custom content and make it look fine, because of it being this, like, near photo realistic look. And because of that, it's like I feel bad for anyone who wants to try and like make custom content for this, because it is not only such a departure from like The Sims 4, so already you have to learn something new, but then you also have to make it look good in this, and this is going to be kind of steep. And the other thing as well is that, like, I personally am just not a huge fan of this art style. As I said, I prefer the cartoonier look of The Sims so much more than this. Yeah, just because of that, because I prefer the cartoonier look of it, this doesn't do anything for me. It's just, it does feel kind of, it doesn't feel like it has as much of a soul as, like, The Sims normally has. And it does kind of concern me a little bit of, like, how the death animations are going to look. I don't know, because I feel like that it could be a little bit more disturbing than you were perhaps expecting. I know that there isn't much to really say with that when we're talking about The Sims, because people have found, like, 80 million different ways of killing Sims in that game. But, you know, at least The Sims didn't look like someone you might know. Like, you get what I mean? Oh, I didn't even have this in detailed mode. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. There is so much. Holy shit. Alright, so here are my thoughts. The game is promising with some of the stuff that it shows. It really seems to suggest having a little bit more control over different aspects of building, along with like the creation of your Sims as well, or your Zois. But that is about where it ends, because the fact is that the game is going to be released into early access, I think in about a week. And based off of everything that I've seen, there's still a lot that needs to be done. And we haven't seen actual gameplay, like the world and how the characters work, so I honestly wouldn't be surprised in the most cynical way if this is the most complete aspect of the game, and that when you were to, if you were to actually play the life simulator part, there's not much, or there's seemingly a lot, but it's like really broken because it still needs to be fully developed, it still needs to be play tested, all that. Maybe it won't, maybe there is a complete game, but if this is what the game were to have and come out with, I would be disappointed. Even if you have a gameplay, like main life simulator that is about as complete as like The Sims 4 is without its expansions, this still would be kind of disappointing for $40. Even if the graphics are quote-unquote very good because they're realistic. That's why I bring that up, where I don't really care. I don't really care for really good-looking graphics, quote-unquote, because to me, these aren't really great graphics. These are kind of like run-of-the-mill, especially for the look of the Sims. It looks like every other character that you could pretty much play as for probably the past decade. I mean, Cyberpunk already had characters that look about, well, even better than what this game does. You know, so it's not impressive to me, that's the thing. And then the AI stuff really does just rub me the wrong way, because I see that it's used somewhat limitedly in what seems to be the creation of objects, generating textures, and then that seems to sort of be it. But I have a feeling it's not really going to stop there. And even the results from that are pretty mixed. Like, they were kind of like, cool, this is a novelty, I guess. And in my opinion, I think that you could very easily not focus on trying to push AI into this game and just focus on the other shit, and you'd probably get better results from it, because you don't need AI for a game to compete against The Sims, because The Sims has literally never had generative AI in it. It hasn't. Sims 1 sure as fuck didn't, and that became the best-selling PC game of all time at one point. The Sims 2 outsold The Sims 1 and didn't have it. The Sims 3 didn't outsell either of them, but still was a pretty good game. Didn't have generative AI shit in it. So, and then The Sims 4, apparently that is something that EA is looking into. I think might be part of the whole Project Renee thing, probably. But I don't know. It's the kind of thing that you don't need that, and I feel like they ends up taking away from actually focusing on what would be important in the game. And if AI is supposed to be important, like generative AI is supposed to be important in this program that is so far about creating people and creating houses, then why not just have the generative AI just build the house for you? I feel like that just it defeats the purpose, right? It's doing the part that should be fun to you and be the main appeal of the game, and getting rid of it and just leaving it up to a robot to do. Yeah, alright, well, that was a really long video of me just talking about this. Sorry I didn't edit that much about this. I got some shit that I gotta do, and I got to make this really quick. But yeah, that's InZOI. So follow me over on Blue Sky, subscribe to the channels. I'm out.